Today we will discuss Chapter 5, which is the organization in the visual arts. Principles of design is very essential. Through these principles, that artists can form more beautiful and interesting color harmonies and more beautiful combination of shapes, textures, and lines. Design makes it easier for an artist to express his ideas in such a way that the observer becomes interested in his work. What are the principles of design? We have harmony, balance, proportion, rhythm, and emphasis. We will discuss each one of them, and we will start with harmony. Just like on this background, you will see harmony of colors, figures, lines, and forms. Harmony is known as essential to beauty. In visual arts, it is achieved by establishing a pleasing relationship between the various elements. There is harmony if the various parts of the design will give an appearance of belonging together. In other words, there must be unity. Repetition of angles and curves, shapes, lines, and colors will give harmonious effect. Furthermore, harmony is essential as well, most especially in painting and interior decoration. In sculpture, variety may be obtained through the use of contrast of texture, such as smooth and rough in his work. In architect, instead of using a long line of windows, maybe group the windows and introduce space between the groups. Monotony produces by vertical line of columns in the building may be relieved by transition lines. If the wallpaper in room is figured, the use of the use of plain curtains will make it more beautiful and restful. Artists must be careful that the variety he introduces does not destroy the harmonious effect. The next one is balance, just like on the background presented. All parts are equally distributed around a central point. Weights are equally distributed on each side of a center of fulcrum as in seesaw. Gives a feeling of stability and rest. Makes an object or room not only interesting but also pleasant to look at. What are the two types of balance? The formal or symmetrical balance, just like on this illustration. And on the next illustration is what we call informal or asymmetrical balance. Informal or asymmetrical balance is also known as occult balance, more difficult to achieve than the formal balance. However, the results are more interesting. Achieved when objects of unequal weights or unequal attractions are placed at the correct distances from the center, as when large object or an object of stronger attraction is placed near the center, while the smaller object or one with less striking formal or symmetrical balance achieved by making both sides exactly alike. Objects of the same size and shape, when arranged on two sides of a center, will produce formal balance, gives an atmosphere of dignity and formality. The next is proportion, determined by comparison of the sizes of different parts of an object or an arrangement. Harmonious proportion achieved when a part of an object that seems too big or too small for other parts. In painting, the principle of good proportion is useful in combining colors successfully and in determining the margins for mounting. To produce more pleasing harmony, hair should be more of one color than the others. Avoid using Avoid using equal amounts of two or more colors. Furthermore, let us discuss rhythm.